For updates on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akerejola joins us. Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Rufai.
Well, bless you, Aaron.
Yes, as we get into sports today, there is a burning question everyone seems to be asking at the moment, which is, when should the Nigeria Football Federation pull the plug? And but of course,
Zamalek wants him already, so he should go to Zamalek.
but now that's a big that is one side of the argument. But the other side of the argument has to do with remunerations. And as it stands right now, according to reports, since he actually started his second mission on his journey, as it will be in June, he hasn't been paid from his $50,000 a month salary. He hasn't been paid at all. And we're in December already. Going to December already. So how do you fire a man without paying him? Remember, we still have that ugly incident hanging over our neck, the General's issue, which is still lingering as we speak. So what can the Nigeria Football Federation do at this point? And as a matter of fact, an executive board member talking about Essian Udofort has actually spoken that it is the ministry that should pay the Nigeria, should pay Jose Pizarro. And at the moment, we all know what is going on. But let's get to hear from Udofort and what he had to say about this particular issue.
Definitely, if you check out the internet, almost everyone is asking for the sack of the head coach. It's unfortunate that out of 6 points, we have just 2. And we find ourselves in a very precarious situation. Yes, but when you say NFF should sack the head coach, we didn't employ him. This regime didn't employ him. And when you come to look at it, it was the sport ministry who employed him. And we're supposed to have paid for their salaries, but up to now they've not paid a dime. And so you sack the coaches down, who pays for compensation? And so that's where we find ourselves. Not a dime has been paid to this coach, who's earning about $70,000 every month. And so if you sack him, you give him responsibilities. Nigeria will also crucify us, but then we're not happy. We respect his contract, but if we had the money to give to him, why wouldn't we relieve him? We're not happy. Definitely we're not happy.
It's all lost.
It's not all lost. It's for us to ensure that the best of the players are brought in for our matches.
Some will call this packaging the buck. Some others would say he's actually speaking administrative languages and actually saying that this is the harsh reality. But one thing is certain, as we prepare for the Nations Cup, because as it stands right now, Nigeria, there's no window between now and when the Nations Cup actually kicks off officially to actually have a gathering of the Super Eagles as they want to prepare for international windows and also probably fine-tune their preparations for that
AFCON. Going over for the Nations Cup.
So probably a week before the Nations Cup.
So and we're going to fluff the Nations Cup.
Anything can happen. We've seen things actually, anything can happen. These things are a slippery slope. It's not as straightforward as you can think. Remember, we're actually missing key players. We were missing key players going into that double header, and these players should be fit. They should be back. The likes of Wilfred Onyeindidi, Ahmed Musa, of course, our big week, talking about Victor Osimhen. So all these players will be back. Maybe that will lift the spirit of the Super Eagles. At the moment, the question still rages on. Should the Nigeria Football Federation fire him? And if they do, what are the consequences of firing a coach right now? This is what happened to Genetro going into the Nations Cup. And as I said, the rest is history. Quickly, away from that, let's talk about the fact that very, very soon, Lionel Messi might hold that very peculiar honor in terms of sporting memorabilia. Because at the moment, his 6 jerseys that he wore at the World Cup, some in the first half, some in the group stages, some in the finals of the particular Mundial in Qatar, is up for sale. And they are talking about, the Sotheby's are talking about it fetching more than what Michael Jordan actually fetched some 26 years ago, which is about £8.1 million. We know Maradona fetched 7.1 million pounds, and at the moment Lionel Messi will fetch way more than that 8.1 million pounds. So at the moment there are talks that Lionel Messi's jerseys, a set of 6, will be going. We don't know how much they will sell it for, and how much it will be bought for, but one thing is certain, it will be way more than that 8.1 million pounds. And there are talks that part of that money will be used to finance some charities, and some others will go into different pockets. But one thing is certain, that is actually certain to happen. Now, quickly, let me just put this one in also. And one man is actually taking Manchester City to arbitration at the moment. Benjamin Mendy, he's claiming unpaid wages, on just deductions that was made by Manchester City when he had that problem, which began in 2021. And at the moment, he's claiming that Manchester City still owe him some backlogs and they should pay up. Although Manchester City have lawyered up and said, we don't owe you anything, and we actually deducted these monies based on moral grounds and the rest of them. But let's see how it actually goes. And there are massive fears, finally, that the Olympic team might not be going for Paris 2024, because at the moment, the World Anti-Doping Code is not being met by NODA, which is Nigeria's anti-doping agency. They need to meet some parameters and requirements, and they've given them till the 8th of December to actually level up, or the athletes might actually pay the dire consequences.
I mean, very sad one. So let's come back to Pizarro's case.
Okay.
We need to be able to take a decision, all right? But the question is, we're handicapped. We need money to be able to pay up Pizarro. And this is where we got again with Gennett Rowe. So over the years, why Gennett Rowe probably could not have been sacked, I'm sure it was probably about money.
True.
But why is it that we keep having second-rate managers for Nigeria? That's a very big... So is it that Nigerian football is
The
not
top jobs
attractive?
cost a lot of money.
No, it costs a lot of
The
money.
top job cost
Hang on a
a
minute.
whole
Hang
lot
on
of
a minute.
money.
The top job costs a lot of money. We're saying second-rate managers because even if you give us a developmental manager that knows his onion, definitely we can get our football out of this quagmire. But we are not getting that again. We're not even getting the likes of Westerhoffs of this world, the Joe Bonfres of this world. We're not getting those people again. We're not even getting the likes of Trussier, that at least has some developmental deeds to it. So what do we want to do as a footballing nation? And I dare ask, are we truly a footballing nation?
Big question. Big question.
Well, the big question is this. Why is it that we don't have money to pay allowances for players or athletes, to pay managers of the national football team? Money is always the problem. Essien, that your coach has said, we can't even if we want Pesero to go, we can't ask him to go because we won't be able to pay him.
Yes, that's the truth.
Now, the standard thing anywhere else in the world is that when people work, they get paid. So we're stuck with this manager that, in fact, many commentators said was not good enough at the time we were recruiting him.
I know you want to...
John Fashanu,
I know you
John
want to...
Fashanu and others. They said, look, this man is not good enough. And they've been proven right. And so whatever pain we are having with the performance of the Super Eagles is self-inflicted. South Africa is going to play, the Bafana will play Republic of Benin today in the qualifiers.
Yes.
They already have 3 points. If they grab another 3 points, six points. To Nigeria's 2 points. Mm-hmm. So what is the hope? Even if we go back in June 2024, when the World Cup qualifiers will continue, what magic can we do? Because we will meet
South Africa.
Yes, we will meet Republic of Benin. And South Africa with 6 points will be ready to at least have a draw with us. So we're not going to that World Cup 2026. Just forget
it's
it.
It's not doom and gloom.
We are not going anywhere.
Doctor, it's not doom and gloom. Anything can still happen. Anything can still happen.
As for the jerseys of Lionel Messi, the auction, in case you are interested, is between November 30 and December 14. At the
Doctor, I'm not interested.
No, it's just a small amount. Sotheby's is looking at about $10 million. The jersey of Michael Jordan that you referred to, that was sold for $10.1 million.
Yes, about
so they are hoping that
pounds,
if Messi's jerseys can just fetch a little above that, then it would have been the most expensive sports memorabilia ever. Well, finally, our condolences to Roberto Firmino. The father died.
Yes, he did.
The father was visiting with the family in Saudi Arabia. You know, he plays for Al Ahly now.
Yeah.
And the father had a heart attack in his sleep. So we commiserate with him and other members of the Firmino family. Looks like Jurgen Klopp has won at the end of the day. I think the Premier League is now going to take on the idea of 5 substitutes during the match. You know, that was resisted when he was pushing the argument in 2022. But now they've come down to it with the spate of injuries
that we've seen
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.